Hello, hello, Maria learners. I am glad to welcome you here in my channel, Medical English in Simple Words. And at first, I would like to say you thank you for all your reaction and also comments below the video. So I would like to be really helpful for you. And as you remember, we start our English from the level A1 plus or A2 respectively. So let's move to our next lesson. And today we are going to talk about body parts, not only the parts, but also the conditions and the problem that can be with our body parts. Only some of them today. Okay, so I share my screen with you. Yes, and we are here, and I would like to look with you at this picture. We have the skeleton, and now we are going to look at the vocabulary of this lesson. I know that maybe it looks really simple for you, but we are going to look at the condition as I said before. So it will be a little more interesting later in a few seconds, maybe. So we have the skeleton, and let's look. We have a shoulder here, right? Наше плече, shoulder. The next, if we are looking at the arm, that's all our arm. This part, it is called arm, but this, it is called hand, right? Also, let's look here. We have leg, right? Ankle and foot. What I like to mention here, that's ankle, the correct pronunciation of this word. Do not try to say uncle, because uncle – це в нас дядько, ankle – це щиколотка. Чому? Давайте ще разочок повторимо читання слів, точніше букв. В даному випадку ми маємо літеру A. Так, літера A у нас у відкритому складі звучить як A, але в закритому вона звучить як E. Bed, fat, cat, ankle the same, okay? So do not try to use A. No. This letter pronounce the sound A only in one case, if there is the letter R after it, right? For example, car, park, bar, and so on. So, ankle. Let's look at the tag that we have today. That's a common spot injury. So, do not think that maybe just the sport injuries should be explained here. No, I think that not only athletes, that people who do some kind of sport, but also just other people can have the same problems with the health. So let's look, what can it be? First, let's deal with injuries on a regular basis. Чому нам дали сюди саме спортсменів? Тому що в них найчастіше такі проблеми зустрічаються зі здоров'ям, і тут дуже гарне для нас словосполучення deal with. I like it so much. Чому? Тому що коли ми кажемо вирішити якусь проблему, з чимось розібратися, або з чимось стикнутися, так, в своєму житті, стикнутись і вирішити. Тобто ми маємо deal with значення ось таке. Тобто не лише стикатися і далі не знати, що з цим робити. Ні. А ще плюс знайти вирішення даної проблеми. Це воно, deal with, розібратися з чимось. Below are some of the most common spot injuries. So let's look at them. Ankle sprain. Ankle sprain. So we have ankle sprain, then we have knee sprain and elbow sprain. So what the sprain is? В українській мові ми називаємо його словом часто вивих. Так? Якщо говорити з точки зору медицини, то, звісно, ми використовуємо більш такий розумний термін, який звучить як стягнення зв'язок гомілково-стопного суставу, так? Суглобу, українською мовою буде правильніше. Це воно. This is most common foot injury, the most common, найбільш розповсюджений. It occurs when the foot rolls in a twisting motion. Да? Roll якби повертається, крутиться в twisting motion, в русі такому викручення. Knee sprain. The same sprain, knee, as we know, knee is here. So we bend, ми згинаємо, да? We bend our leg using our knee. The same pronunciation. We do not pronounce K before N, knee. That's the same. Knife, for example. This, let's look at knee sprain. This can result from a blow to the knee or a sudden twist. Blow. That's в нас сильний удар. Blow to the knee, по коліно, or a sudden twist. Знову ж таки, якесь раптове викручення ноги. There could be pain throughout the leg. And in this condition, yes, the patient will have pain throughout the leg, тобто буде відчувати біль по всій кінцівці, по всій нозі. Elbow sprain, elbow is here, yeah, that's the next, our joint. Ще один наш наступний суглоб, наш лікоть. An unnatural arm movement can cause an elbow sprain. Pain can be felt through the arm to the wrist or even the hand. І ми бачимо, що якісь такі неприродні рухи рукою can cause an elbow sprain. Саме вони можуть і спричинити цей elbow sprain. The same, pain can be felt through the arm to the wrist. This joint is called the wrist or even the hand. Okay, shoulder dislocation. So we know that all things in our house, for example, and in our body, all the body have their location. Так, мають своє місце. Dislocation. This – це вже в нас означає, що пішло зміщення, що location is not naturally correct. A hard blow, те, що у нас вже було сильний удар, can knock the shoulder out of the place, може виштовхнути плечем із його місця. This is very painful and hips can also be dislocated. Hips – це у нас стегнові суглоби, також можуть бути зміщеними. And the last, that's fingers and toes. Toes. Also, check yourself, not toys. Toys – це дитячі іграшки. Toes – це пальчики на ногах. These appendages – це в нас відростки, так вони називають. Ці відростки are often jammed or broken. Jammed or broken into, I don't know, 2 parts, for example, or even more. That's it. So, we've read the text, and now let's do with you some exercises connected to our maybe new words. So, the part of the forearm that attaches to the head. Forearm, that is this part, передпліччя. Forearm, and also hand. And the part that connects the forearm to the hand, that's our wrist, correct? Let's put it here, wrist. The next, the long extension from the upper body between the shoulder and wrist. Shoulder and wrist. So that's our The next, the part of the upper leg that projects slightly outward. Project. Okay, how to explain you the word project? Let's look at my phone. You can see that there is a camera outside, and also maybe you can see that the camera, the place of the camera, it a little is out of my phone case, right? It means that it's project, да, виходить назовні. Okay, so what is it? If it is a leg and something projects, that's our hip. The long extension from the lower body between the hip and foot, that's our leg. One of the extensions, so extension, that's just a long part of something. from the hand. Extension from the hand. Що у нас простягається від руки? That's our 5 here fingers. So let's put finger. And the last word, the joint between the upper and lower arm, that's elbow. Okay, so the good word from this exercise we have to add to our vocabulary, I think that joint, суглоб добавляємо собі, reject, yes, that's a nice word, and maybe attach, прилягати до чогось, and foreign, yeah, so plus 4 new words. I hope new. And your level is A1 plus, yeah. Okay, let's move to our next exercise. I twisted when I was running. So running, you know that if we run, that's something may happen with our legs, right? So I don't think that the shoulder should be here. That should be ankle. Why? One more time, because ankle could be twisted, but shoulder only dislocated, right? So Tom can't move his arm due to his shoulder injury. Yeah, and one more time, I just maybe forgot to tell you about the injury. So injury, that's a trauma. That's the synonym for this word, trauma or the problem that happened. The next, the leg bends. You can see my arm bend, and that the leg bends at the knee, of course. Breaking even your smallest toe can make walking difficult. Okay, the next. This shoe barely fits on my, if it is shoe, so we are talking about footwear, right? That should be foot. Give me your hand and I will help you up. Okay, let's check. Correct. And now we are going with you to do some listening exercises. So let's practice our listening skills. Before doing the listening, before just maybe listen to the dialect, let's look at the questions that we have to answer. The first, what injury or what trauma does the man likely have? It can be broken wrist, or knee sprain, broken maybe arm, or elbow sprain. What does the doctor suggest happen next? Suggest happen next, it means what does the doctor, maybe what is doctor going to do next? How do you think? Rub the injured area, rub that means band, band. Замотати, так? Give the man some medicine, have the man get an X-ray, and ask how the man was injured. You know the word X-ray very well, also medicine. So I think that we can start. I just have to share with you the sound directly from my computer.
What seems to be the problem, Tommy?
My arm really hurts.
I see. Where exactly does it hurt?
All over, but especially the elbow.
Okay. Do you know what happened to make it hurt?
I was playing soccer and fell on my arm.
Yeah, that's likely the problem. Does it hurt anywhere else?
No, just my arm.
Okay. I think it's just an elbow sprain, but we'll take some x-rays to make sure.
Okay, nice. So while listening, we heard 3 times the word So we can exclude the option knee sprain, right? Because we haven't heard the word leg or knee, something like that, right? And we have the broken wrist, broken arm, or elbow sprain. Let's listen a little bit at the end of our dialogue.
It's my arm.
Okay. I think it's just an elbow sprain.
So the doctor said that I think it's just an elbow sprain, right? So let's put the tick here. The next.
but we'll take some x-rays to make sure.
And she suggests to take some x-rays to make sure, right? So we put the second, our option, correct. It should be correct, C. So let's check. Nice, that's correct. And let's move with you to the last our exercise that's also listening at the same dialogue, but we have to do more precise exercise. You have to catch the words that the doctor or sometimes patients are talking. Let's do it.
What seems to be the problem, Tommy?
What seems to be the problem, Tommy? Sorry. So what the next seems to be?
My arm really hurts.
I see. Where exactly does it hurt?
All
Where exactly does it hurt? Right? Where exactly does it hurt?
over, but especially the elbow.
There's a little bit.
Hurt?
All over, but especially the elbow.
All over. It means that all his arm is in pain.
Okay. Do you know what happened to make it hurt?
Do you know what happened to make it hurt?
I was playing soccer and fell on my arm.
Yeah.
I was playing soccer and fell on my arm.
That's likely the problem. Does it hurt anywhere else?
Does it hurt anywhere else?
No, just my arm.
Okay. I think it's just an elbow sprain, but we'll take some x-rays to make sure.
Okay, nice. And at the end of our lesson, let's look at these maybe phrases because they are really useful and you can use it in your language. So the first, the doctor, as a doctor, you can ask your patient, what seems to be the problem? Да? Тобто, на вашу думку, як вам здається, яка проблема в вашому здоров'ї? What seems to be the problem? Then, where exactly does it hurt? Where exactly does it hurt? Ми бачимо, що слово where закінчується на голосну, і exactly, якби і та сама голосна, і воно так трошечки зливається, утворюючи такий один звучок. Where exactly? You can just also practice to sound like a native speaker. The next patient. All over, вся болить. Теж у нас Л із О, приголосна, голосна, так, зливаються разом гарно. All over. But especially, так, doctor, do you know what happened to make it hurt? Make it hurt, тобто, що заставило її боліти? Що трапилося? What happened? Такого, що заставило її боліти, спричинило те, що вона болить. To make. Далі, I was playing soccer and fell. Fell – це в нас минула форма від слова fall, падати. Ми знаємо, що в англійській мові є дієслова, які додають закінчення «ed», наприклад, play, да, як він грав в soccer, play, played, але є дієслова, які знаходяться в табличці неправильних дієслів, да, як виключення, які утворюють форму по-іншому. Ось це одне з них. Fell – це від fall. Fall on my arm. Так, that's likely the problem. Does it hurt anywhere else? Чи болить ще-небудь де? Де ще-небудь? No, just my arm. Okay, so I think that we can just finish our lesson on this point, because for the next time we are going to look with you at the parts of the body, but the second and the third also lessons of the part of the body. So I wish you good luck, and remember that below this video you can find the list with the necessary words to practice them in Quizlet. So do not forget to put your sum up, and also you can give me some maybe advice, or you can write down or type the topic you would like to look at, and we will do it here together. So see you the next time. Bye bye.